All right. It's been a long time since I played some Starfield. I don't. All right, we were doing the Crimson Fleet mission, and I believe we were trying to get the power grid blueprint for Neon so we could put it onto a ship.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago.
What's the conduction
See
grid?
that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power.
A tour would have been nice though.
Like I said, it's shut down. Had to cut the entire tour staff too. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here.
Why are you being so open with this kind of sensitive information?
Why? Because I'm sick and tired of putting on a corporate face and pretending that nothing's wrong.
Fair enough.
It's do or die time around here. We can either spin our wheels forever or worse, go under completely.
All right, cool. So what do you want to tell me about?
I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation.
That's pretty bad.
At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division.
How do you not develop anything for 75 years? That's pretty bad. So that's the only product though?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay. You did do other stuff.
Smaller power systems and backup generators, but nothing even close to the magnitude of the conduction grid. Genodyne needs to come out with something spectacular to put us back on the map. If not, we'll remain stagnant forever, or worse.
Are you in charge around here? I doubt it, right?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm third on the corporate ladder. One step above me is Ayumi Komiko. She's the COO of the company. And then there's Kaito Harada, our esteemed CEO who never seems to be around.
Sounds like you need a new person in charge of R&D though.
You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayu, Administrator Bayu's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology.
How did he get the job in the first place? I assume it was nepotism, right?
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah, okay.
Administrator Bayu clearly leaned on Ms. Komiko to get his brother hired. It's nepotism in action.
No, they even said nepotism. Nice. Okay. Why do you even care what happens? Is it because of your job?
117 reasons. Our employees.
Oh, you care about your
If Genodyne
employees.
goes completely under, how many of them will lose their jobs? How many might get cut in a restructure? My position puts me in charge of the welfare of our personnel. I can't in good conscience allow that to happen to them.
Surely there are other scientists, right?
Of course there are. But so far, Brayson has suppressed most
Oh,
of
he
their work
suppressed the
through pure
work? Are you
jealousy.
kidding me?
Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayu, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do?
I highly doubt that Mayu will actually help. He's the one that put this guy in charge, isn't he? What exactly does the report say?
Describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayu is running the
You're gonna
research
get
and
kicked out of the
development
company if you do that.
I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genodyne as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayu might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective.
Oh man, I honestly don't know what you should do. Oh boy. You know what? Send that report. Actually, You know what? Yeah, let's send the
You know
report.
what? You're absolutely right. I can't allow Brayson to run this company into the ground. Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask.
Mind if I ask you about Ayumi Kobiko?
As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble, ask away.
Do you suspect that she's involved in anything illegal?
Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this.
You didn't really care earlier.
Huh. That makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it.
I'm sure we can work. Nobody will ever know you told me, I promise.
I mean, it might be okay. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay?
Oh wow, I didn't think you'd go that far. Okay. Once you take a step forward, you go all the way, huh? All right. I'm down for it.
Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city. People around here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out what it is.
Sure. Do you enjoy working under her though?
She's my boss. She's fine, I guess. Look, like I said, I don't want to get into serious trouble. She might be a bit tough on all of us, but being responsible for Neon's power grid is a very stressful position. Sometimes that stress trickles down.
All right. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. How long has she been your
I've only
boss?
been working here for a few years now, and she's been my boss the entire time. Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think.
And that's all I wanted to ask.
Sure, no problem.
So, where's
It's great
that?
speaking with you.
Where's that safe at? Oh, over here.
I have a deadline to meet.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is this? Oh, it turns off the shutters. Nice. I mean, closes the shutters. Thanks for the help, dude. I really hope that report doesn't get you screwed over, because you seem like a decent dude, and I'd hate it if you got killed because of that report. That dude is gonna so end up dead, and I'm gonna feel so bad when that happens. Oh, also, I should probably look at that evidence I just picked up. This one.
All right, Ben. What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night?
It's the numbers, Ayumi. I don't like what I'm seeing.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set up that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
Oh,
If I
damn.
was showing a profit, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
How the hell am I supposed to make a profit when all I have is your brother, the idiot, as my chief technician?
I'd choose your next words very carefully, Miss Komiko. Raise the utility costs to your clients, cut some staff, I don't care how you do it. I want Generdyne's profit soaring by the end of the month. And if I ever hear you talking about Brayson like that again, well,
Can you believe
I'm
Xenofresh
sure you
charges
can
us like
imagine the consequences.
Oh no. I think I screwed over the guy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I want to go back, but I really don't care about his life that much. The more I progress, the worse this is. Oh, okay.
Love the vibe of this place.
If you're planning on using Aurora, we respectfully ask you to. You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her?
Jeez, why are you so hostile about it? I'm not bothering her. What?
Not that it's any of your business, but we're very close.
Oh, okay.
We're in love.
Fair enough.
I refuse to let anything bad happen to her, no matter how much trouble she's gotten herself into.
I have some documents for her to sign.
Yeah, sure. Tell me another one. You debt collectors are low-life assholes. She's broke, okay? Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you thrown into the street.
I'm not a debt collector.
Really? I'd like to see you try.
I'm no debt collector.
The Crimson Fleet? Oh my, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, well, I worry about her.
Clearly not enough to keep her away from the Crimson Fleet.
I'm trying to help her out, but, you know, I have a business to keep afloat. If you want to talk to her, you can find her in the members' lounge. You already have access, so you should know the way.
Okay.
Now sit back, relax, and unwind.
Yeah.
I have many options available to me, huh?
Okay. Hello.
Very interesting.
Yeah. What do you want?
You work for Generdine, right?
Before you continue, let me save you some time. If you're having a problem with your POW or complain about your rates, you need to contact our customer service department. Anything else?
I need a way into the power facility.
You must be zoned out of your mind, because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that.
Well, I have a lot of evidence to make you say otherwise.
How the hell did you find that? It was Estelle Vincent, wasn't it? That bitch. I knew I should have kept that somewhere else. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you though. Once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high security zone. That means they shoot on sight. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Is there something personal going on between you and Benjamin?
I suppose if I don't explain, a copy of that recording you found might end up on the next SSNN report. Okay, fair enough. A few years back, the previous CEO of Generdine went missing. As the COO, I was next in line for the job. Instead, Bayou muscled his way into the company and gave me an ultimatum. Either back up his bullshit Mr. Harada identity, or I'm gone. I had no choice. But I decided right then and there, I was going to do whatever I could to take what was rightfully mine. If that meant seducing Bayou to tip him off balance, then so be it. Luckily for me, Micah's been incredibly understanding about the whole thing.
Oh, she's aware of it. Interesting. Hey, welcome back. What happened to the previous CEO?
What do you think happened?
Got killed?
Bayou started sticking his nose into Generdine's business, all but outright demanding a cut of the profits. In response, the CEO made a huge mistake by threatening to take his grievances to the FC. His shuttle never arrived. Need I say more?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Micah is the only person in this godforsaken city that's kept me from going completely under. She doesn't want money, doesn't use me for influence or as a stepping stone to get ahead. She loves me for being me, and I love her for being the same. And when this stupid bullshit is over, and Bayou is 10 fathoms deep under Neon, we'll be there for each other. Forever.
I do have a YouTube. It's Actually, in my it should be in the About Me section below the stream. I do have a TikTok. I did make one, but I'm not active on it or anything, so it basically doesn't exist. It's just there to hold my my profile name.
If you had to work with Grayson Bayou, you'd understand. The man is still a totally incompetent fool, and he's running our company into the ground. The worst part of it is that he's Administrator Bayou's brother. So I can't fire him. I can't reassign him. I can't even yell at him. It's like having a cut on your body and you're helplessly watching yourself bleed to death. Except in our case, we're hemorrhaging money.
I feel that. That's very annoying. And what do you do?
What is this? A job interview? I'm the COO of the company, second to the top. Right under our esteemed CEO, Mr. Harada, also known as Benjamin Bayou. So when you ask me what I do for Generdyne, the answer is nothing. The Bayous run the show, and I tread water. The salary helps, of course, but at the end of the day, I'm just a joke. Sitting in an office to make things look legitimate.
Why does Benjamin hide that he's the CEO?
Keeps him off the Freestar Collective's radar. They might actually step in if they discover that the same person controlling the city's regulations and bylaws benefits financially from them. If you haven't figured it out by now, Benjamin has a stranglehold on the city. You can't take a piss without him charging you after flush. Try and get in his way, and then he uses Neon security to beat you senseless. Or the Sioga Syndicate to make you disappear.
I've never heard of Sioga Syndicate. Can I join that faction?
We never talked. Got it?
They sound pretty cool. So now that I know that, am I able to tell the Freestar about this and get Benjamin Bayou out of here? That'd be pretty cool. Everyone hates that man. I'm sure everyone would be totally on board with getting rid of him.
If I have to eat fish
Let me see. Do I have a quest for that? It doesn't seem like it. Oh well. What a shame. My YouTube channel is Torosukiomi203, and I upload videos on that channel once a day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I only upload one video a day. I used to upload as many as possible, as soon as possible, but to make editing a little easier for me, I changed to one video a day.
Justify all the scrutiny of their own employees.
Oh right, so I might get shot in this place. So I have to be really careful. Let me save in that case. There's someone out here? Doesn't seem like it. Who is detecting me then? Someone's detecting me. Oh, I hear security apparently. And I see a guy over there. Alright. So far so good actually. I'm very surprised. This hasn't been too bad. This is actually one of the easier ones.
Facility, but I suppose they need all of this infrastructure to convert the lightning to electricity.
Nothing here. I guess someone's doing drugs in the corner. You don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me. Oh, they saw Sarah. And this is why you save in this game. He's going straight towards me. Well, yeah, I thought I'd get caught. Let me get this. Oh, right, I came here to find the blueprints of this thing, didn't I? Yeah, here we go. Why am I looking for a Brazen Bayou? This seems crazy to me. Why am I looking for this guy? Oh my god. This is a bold thing to do. Alright, what's going on with this desk though? Any important information? I don't really read any of this stuff.
Oh, it's you. I was wondering how long it would take you to get down here.
What do you mean?
If you want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. I just don't want anyone getting hurt.
Oh, you're working with the Crimson Fleet?
When you access the computer in the power core, it's
Oh.
a notification to be here. I knew you were coming. I just didn't know when.
That makes sense. Okay. Give me this first, and then I'll consider if anyone's getting hurt.
There's no need to be angry with me. I'm on your side. I'm not trying to trick you. You want the cipher? It's yours. At this point, I'd do anything to get back at my brother. He deserves everything he's got coming to him.
Why? I'm sure you have a good reason to hate your brother.
Don't patronize me. I know I'm no prize winner myself, but at least I don't spend my days trying to screw everyone over. You know, I've spent my entire life living in Ben's shadow. Everything always works out for him, while I've been bouncing from one job to the next, barely keeping afloat. And all the while, he laughs at me behind my back. Thinks it's hilarious to make fun of his stupid brother. Like I wouldn't eventually find out.
That's pretty... That's pretty normal.
One advantage to being perceived as stupid is that no one takes you seriously. When I walk into a party, I'm instantly the resident social pariah. But my eyes and ears are wide open. I can't tell you the number of times I've overheard that my brother has spread amusing anecdotes about his stupid brother.
Okay, giving me the cipher is a great way to get back at your brother. You should expose Benjamin Bayou then.
That wouldn't do any good. For every scheme he's gotten himself into, he has a bulletproof exit strategy. Man's virtually immortal. You know what? I am sick to death of being pushed around. It's my turn to take control for once. The passcode for my terminal is GEN-41A18. That should give you access to the cipher and whatever else you need. I'm getting out of here while I still can. After you're done, I suggest you do the same.
Okay. How rough are things here? This is
On a
weird.
scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, I'm at about, I don't know, a -8. I don't have the background for this electrical engineering stuff. Chief technician? It's ridiculous. Ben stuck me down here expecting me to work miracles. He didn't stop for even a second to think of the repercussions. That's so typical. All I need is one breakthrough. One. And I could shove this job right in his face. Damn, that would feel good.
Huh. I'm sure the conduction grid can be adapted to anti-EM weapon technology.
Holy crap. You might be right. I mean, it would take some time, but I bet I could figure it out. Huh. All this time I've been trying to develop something new, and it's been staring me in the face for years. Oh man, that is so like me. Thank you for giving me that kick in the ass I needed to get going.
Okay. Why are you at such odds with him?
Because he's a two-faced son of a bitch, that's why. It's not like I should be surprised. When we were younger, we never got along very well. I mean, he's 11 years older than I am. We had 2 different mothers. Might as well have been from 2 separate families.
That's quite an age. Not really. It's not that much of an age gap. That must have been tough.
That's an understatement. I never knew my actual mother. She was my father's mistress. And I was told she vanished from Neon when I was only 2 years old. Ben's mother, she didn't give a crap about me. Wouldn't even let me call her Mom. I just had to call her Liliana. Can you imagine? And then there's Dad. So buried in the day-to-day operations of Neon, he didn't have time to pay attention to his bastard son.
Have you ever sought out your birth mother?
Yeah, I've tried, but I always hit a dead end. It's as though she was here one day and suddenly vanished the next, and then her existence was erased from everyone's memory. I wouldn't be at all surprised if my father had her killed to avoid public embarrassment. That's the kind of man he was.
Honestly, that's probably what happens. You were still born with the silver spoon in your mouth, but you know what? Whatever. It sounds like Benjamin resents where you came from.
Yeah, maybe. Or he could just be a first-class asshole who takes after our father.
That's probably more likely, to be honest.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, and it's nice to get this off my chest, but talking about it isn't going to change a thing. That's why I gave you the encryption cipher. Anything I can do to stick it to Ben, that's the real therapy.
Okay, how'd you end up working here, by the way?
As
I mean,
usual, you can thank my
obviously
dear
Benjamin
mother
sent you here.
At first, he made me deputy administrator. That went well, until I wouldn't cooperate with Owen Dexler and all of his thugs at Neon Security. Then he had me work with Valentina over at Xenofresh, helping with Aurora distribution, until she pinned a credit skimming scam on me. And now, here I am, chief technician at Generdyne, when I don't even know the first thing about electrical engineering.
Wow, you had quite the string of bad luck.
Thanks again for the talk. It really helped.
You actually don't seem like a terrible guy. I feel like you were giving me... I feel like you're leading me on a bit, but... You know what? I'll just accept it as is and assume that you are a decent enough guy. That's all I can do. I don't know enough about this guy to really judge him that hard. Cool. All right. All is done. Good luck, man. Benjamin Bay's penthouse. Hell yeah. Let's go to the penthouse. What's going on in here? Anything cool? I can't even access his computer? Damn. There's a safe here. What did I just steal? Ship repair fundamentals? What was that? Did that do anything for me? I thought it would, but I guess not. There's really not much going on in this place. I thought his penthouse would be a lot more special than this. I mean, it looks amazing, obviously, but there's no dirt on him or anything. Really? Nothing? That's crazy to me. I'm a little disappointed by this. Man, I feel so bad. I definitely got that guy killed, didn't I? Hello? Who are you?
Ah, there you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss. It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Generdyne's systems.
Man, everyone is really catching on to what I'm doing real easily. This is like the worst operation ever. Everything's going wrong.
Well, yes. You didn't think your little foray into Generdyne would go completely undetected, did you?
If you know why I'm here, then you know what's at stake.
All too well. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted.
Oh, you know that I'm part of the Crimson Fleet, huh?
Because, like the majority of revenue-generating businesses in the city, I have a vested interest in Generdyne's profits. But more importantly than simply losing money, I don't like anything in my city being interfered with without my approval.
Cutting a deal with the fleet will be cheaper than paying to remove the virus, you know.
Probably. But do you want to know why that's not going to happen? It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts. How to get the deal done with finesse. No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business.
I thought I'd finessed this place pretty well. I didn't do any of that.
That's what they tell me. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
Yeah, no.
You make my skin crawl, Bayou.
I really have no qualms with literally just killing you right now.
You don't have to worry about that in the least. You point me to our little mole, and I'll do the rest. You don't even have to get your hands dirty. My dear friend, you couldn't possibly offer me enough money to offset the embarrassment that this has caused. I'm afraid you'll just have to reveal your source.
Well, it was... No, I really don't hate Brayson Bayou. I'd feel bad. Everyone keeps telling me that he's a terrible dude too. I really feel bad for him.
Really? That's the story you're going with. Very well. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. One with concrete evidence that links you to the murder. I'd say you have about 1 hour to leave this place before you have a price on your head.
You'd have someone killed to pin the crime on us. Oh, you're a wretched excuse for a human being, Bayou.
So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
Will do. Let me just save real quick. Are you kidding me? I can't kill this man? That's so lame.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astral Lounge, but I didn't have much of a choice. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? Man is priceless.
You're lucky I didn't sell you out.
Well, I was hoping we'd celebrate your return with some drinks and a pile of Aurora. I was about to start partying early when Boone Morgan tipped me off that Bayou was on his way down with some neon security goons. I'm pretty sure I missed him by less than a minute. Left a ton of good stuff behind, damn it.
Oh man, I should have gotten that stuff then. What a shame.
So I've heard. Throwing yourself under the bus like that. Ouch. You are one crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah, I think I'm done here. It was for the Crimson Fleet, so it benefits us
That
all.
might help you sleep at night, but doesn't do me a hell of a lot of good. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back.
Well, who do you owe money to?
A business partner of mine named Nix was the author of the virus. Don't know if you know him or not.
I'm familiar.
Then there's the folks I paid to keep an eye on Ayumi Komiko, a few of the guards at Generdyne. Like I said, it was a huge job. Honestly, I shouldn't be revealing my sources because that puts you on their radar as well. But hey, you asked.
Really not a big deal. I can handle it. You knew the risk.
I've been Fleet for the last 5 years. You don't have to remind me that there's risk in what we do. Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? I'll just ask. Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job? I mean, I did get you inside and practically hand you the data on the grid.
She's right, you know. Without her help, you never would have found your way into Genodyne.
I suppose I could do that.
I appreciate that. I really do. Having each other's back is what makes the Fleet stronger, you know? How much are you willing to part with?
Here, you could have 9,000 credits. You know, you've been a decent person.
Wow, that's way more than I expected. I had no idea you'd be so generous.
I had no idea either, but we do appreciate everything you've done, Estelle.
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the Fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me.
You're welcome. Did he completely ruin the plans though?
Completely ruined? Nah. I was hoping it would stay on Generdyne's mainframe for the long term, but hey, at least it's already fed me a huge amount of data. Nix really knows what he's doing, though he charged me about 6 months worth of earnings. With any luck, I'll be able to recoup my costs in no time.
All right, no problem.
Put in a good word to Delgado for me, will ya?
I'm out of here now. Goddamn. So much work. I really wish you could do something about Benjamin Bayou. Oh well. Alright, what do you have to say to me? What attitude do you have?
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
What happened? Hope it isn't
It's
bad.
bad, real bad. Delgado will fill you in with the details. Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
Okay. What happened? What could have possibly happened? We didn't get invaded or anything, did we?
And you are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No. I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm already using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart. You want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
Hey, champ. I'm including this.
All right, I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Sure.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Stay in your own space lane and let Jazz do her damn job. Now, do you have what we sent you to Neon for, or not?
Here, I guess.
Perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh, that's real funny.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC Systef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crix's legacy home.
Why are they doing an attack?
I have a very reliable source at Mast. They were so concerned that the threat was real, they actually jumped the information out to us right away.
All right. Tell me exactly what you need me to do.
Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Keys databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the CommSpike module installed as well. While we're at it, perhaps we should fetch your groceries for you as well?
Okay, can you not,
Once
Sarah?
your ship is ready, jump out to Bannock 4, board the legacy, and bring us the cash.
Okay. I'll need something like a data core.
Exactly. I already have one ready for you. After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption. So bring it back here right away.
All right, will do. Yeah, you can count on me.
Yeah? I sure hope so. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving.
Man, I've been super cooperative so far. Why are you so mean? Is there more to Crix's legacy than just the money, by the way?
The fleet isn't really a fleet. It's an ideal. A principle that Crix sought to set up so that pirates didn't infight over scraps. Over time, that notion has been lost. Captains have been turning their backs on the fleet, doing jobs on the side, killing each other. Bringing Crix's legacy back to the fleet would be like validating everything Jasper Crix believed in. And I'm certain it would unify us once again. Of course, it wouldn't exactly hurt to have all that extra money at our disposal. But I think you catch my meaning.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I don't know how, but I guess. Who are these captains you keep mentioning?
You've met some of them already. Matis Castillo, Yevgeny Rokov, Juan Dayu, Estelle Vincent, and Adler Kemp. They might feel like independents to you, but each one of them has a stake in the Crimson Fleet, and each one of them wants a cut of the wealth. I am sending word out to every able-bodied captain that they are needed. We'll see how many answer the call.
I'm sorry. Mathis is the guy that wanted to kill you? The new recruit that you were doing the initiation process on alongside me? He's a captain? I'm not? This is such a slap in the face.
The toughest nut to crack is if UC Systef brings in the Vigilance. That Commander Ikande has himself a hell of a ship there. Advanced shield tech, bristling with weapons. I would love to see that thing burn. If we hope to stand a chance against it, we need those defensive batteries and Crix's legacy.
All right.
Now get your ass to Bannock 4.
So I just picked up evidence.
Looking to start something? 'Cause I'll finish it.
I wonder if there's more evidence just lying around and I just never noticed. It's highly probable.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast.
How will the comp spike module help me find the legacy? How will the conduction get? What can you tell me about the key's defensive batteries?
There are 3 defensive batteries, basically high-powered military space turrets, triangulated around the key. They were part of the UC's original defenses for the station. Pretty effective, too. Can put some serious hurt on enemy spacecraft. The good news is that the batteries have an incredibly wide field of coverage, so they can pick off ships trying to reach the key from any vector. The bad news is that they're 100-year-old tech. They keep breaking down and are expensive as hell to keep operational.
Mind helping me with my ship?
Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install.
Here we go. Okay. Now we're making progress here. Okay. Okay. I could not for the life of me figure this thing out. Okay. I just have to move away from it to do this. Okay. Okay. Let's get the scan jammer. Let's put the scan jammer under here. Okay.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Good. After we're done here, arrange a briefing. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Anything new to report?
I have evidence for you.
The more you find, the stronger our case.
Grab this from Grenadine's executive's office.
Benjamin Bayou, pride of the Freestar Collective. The authorities there have been trying to nail him for a long time. Bringing us proof that he's been manipulating Generdyne from the shadows is pretty tasty stuff. The FC will pay dearly for this. Good job. Have any more?
Yep. Here you go.
Yeah, you're right. But there's no way this was a solo job. Shifting all those parts takes serious manpower. I'll send this to Mast so they can shake the tree a bit, see what falls out. Looks like Durand better start looking for parts somewhere else. Find anything else?
That's all I have for now.
All right. Keep up the good work. Let me know if you need anything else.
There you are. Where have you been?
What do you mean? I've been doing my job. What's the
We're
emergency?
about to pull the trigger on the largest scale operation in UC SysDev history. All of our ships, personnel, and resources have been waiting for your report. Lives are potentially hanging in the balance. So you'll have to forgive me for being so impatient when I ask where the hell you've been.
I've been doing my job, dude.
Don't mistake what you're doing as some sort of heroic gesture. We're all risking our lives here. I've received the reports about your little foray into Generdyne. Last piece of the puzzle before you go after Crix's legacy. Which means it's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to attack the key.
I'm not sure attacking them is the best course of action.
That's the only course of action. There's no scenario here where the fleet will be allowed to continue. Before you jump to Bannock 4, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Galbank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. If Delgado gains access to those resources, we might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
We've been monitoring the Crimson Fleet's comm chatter in the Crix system. They're gathering allies by making promises based on your success.
As much as I hate to admit it, UC SysDev won't stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
Perhaps the UC should have thought of these potential consequences before incarcerating those people on Suvorov.
Perhaps. But instead of spending time debating our predecessors' mistakes, we should be working towards a rapid solution.
I mean, I'll do it, but I suppose running off with the money and keeping it for myself is another question.
I'm pretty sure you're joking. But just in case you're fishing for what I'd say, I can tell you this. That money doesn't belong to you, or the Crimson Fleet, or even UC Staff. It was for war reparations and belongs to the people. Allowing Delgado to get Crix's legacy, or keeping it for yourself would have extremely serious repercussions.
Well, lucky for you, I'm rich enough to not need it. So no pressure then.
Hey, don't worry about it. You've come this far. We know you've got what it takes to bring the prize home.
Well said, Lieutenant. All right, I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannock 4. When you return here with Crix's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck.
All right. How'd you convince them, by the way?
The evidence you've been bringing to Lieutenant Toft has been instrumental in convincing the brass at Mast to greenlight the attack. They've sent us support ships, extra troops, weapons, all on account of your role in the operation. To put it simply, if it wasn't for you, this operation would be at a standstill.
I don't really understand why my character isn't telling him that there's a mole in Mast, a really high place in Mast. I guess they already know.
Our directive is simple. We are tasked with the eradication of space piracy in the settled systems. As the chief source of pirate activity, the Crimson Fleet is our primary target.
And what will happen to the legacy after I bring it?
During the end of the Narion War, the money was destined to bolster the Freestar Collective's coffers. Even though we were rivals at the time, and I suppose we still are to some extent, the credits still rightfully belong to their people. After the money is turned over to Mast, I'm certain arrangements will be made to return the money to the proper authorities in Aquila City.
Highly doubt it, but sure, let's go with that story.
And be careful out there.
Okay. I think I'll end today's playthrough here. And we'll pick this up next time, whenever the next time is. I actually don't know how much I'll be playing Starfield. You might have noticed on YouTube, I'm not posting videos of Starfield that often. I do want to at least eventually... I want to finish this quest line, and I do also want to finish the main storyline. I don't know if I'll do all of the like major side quests though, because I do really short streams. Since I'm doing this with the mic, I'm not able to get a lot done at once, and it makes this game feel a lot longer and more burdensome than I want it to be. And because of that, I just might not stream everything, or if I do, it's just going to be very spread out when I do stream it. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, take care.